So today I'm going to talk about intuition, how you feel, the importance of all that with the law of attraction. And I'm going to talk a little bit about muscle testing. And the reason for that is because I have seen a couple people on my Facebook feed that have been trying to figure out what is physically wrong with them. And they've been going to doctors and they've been trying all different kinds of medications and herbs and just coming out with nothing and just feeling horribly physically. So I just want to talk about muscle testing. I am by no means an expert or practitioner of muscle testing, but I do know about it and I do believe in it and I know the general way it works and I know that I can teach you how to do it for yourself. I should probably take a class on it and learn how to do it because it's just really amazing. Anyways, not that I don't know how to do it, but learn to do it for other people and tap into that. Okay, so number one, how do you feel? How you feel throughout the day in any given moment is an indication of how connected you are with your authentic self. So if you're going to work and you're like, this is my dream job, but you get there and you're just like, oh, I can't stand it here, I don't like it. That's not your dream job. I don't care if you thought that was your dream job your whole life and you went to college for it for 10 years and you spent $1 million on, tuition and everybody thinks that's what your dream job is. If you go there and you feel horrible about it, it's not your dream job. It is so against everything that is authentically you. And if you're pushing through it, that's on you if you want to be unhappy. So with that said, how you feel is so important. It's like that whole thinking thing, when you watch The Secret or you start learning about the law of attraction, it's all about the thinking. Thoughts become things. But the key thing in that equation that sometimes gets left out is how you feel. I always say the law of attraction, using the law of attraction is happening all the time. It just is. It's like gravity on Earth anyways. If you think about something, put feeling and emotion into that and act on it, you are attracting it. Whether it's alcoholism or a mansion, like it's whatever you put your energy into. If you're like, I don't know how, I can't use the law of attraction, you're using it every day. So the key is to learn to use it to your advantage. So when I talk to people about using the law of attraction to their advantage, it's thinking, feeling, and acting. So you have to think, okay, I think what I want. I want my dream job. Okay, that's great. I want my dream job. Okay. And then you have to feel that dream job. What does that feel like? What does it feel like? Close your eyes and visualize. That's what visualizing is for, is so you can act, you are already there. You feel walking into that whatever, office, barn, forest, sitting behind the wheel, grabbing that golf club, whatever about it, and you feel it. You feel the grip of the golf club. You feel the grip of the steering wheel. You sit down in your corner office. You sit down in your home office. That's where I'm at right now. So you feel that. Okay, how good does that feel? Like, it feels so good. And it feels good because you're in the contrast of that right now. Like, maybe you're sitting in a cubicle and you hate it and you're answering phones, or you are out in the woods and you hate being out in the woods. You'd rather be in an office. For some people, they'd be like, that's crazy. But I don't like being in the woods. Like, I don't want to be in the woods all by myself. For some people, that's their dream job. One of my best friends would love to be out in the forest all day long with nobody around, ever. Like, that's what she would love. But that is not what I would love. So we all have these different things. And then you start applying for those jobs. You start taking those classes. You start acting on it doing your affirmations and your visualizations every day. It's as easy as 5 to 10 minutes a day. This isn't about like this hours of meditation. If that's what makes you happy, then do that. You have to find what makes you happy. You have to find what makes you think happy, feel happy, and act happy. Those are the things. So this whole muscle testing thing that I'm talking about, I have a couple friends on Facebook that are having major medical meltdowns, like physical things that are making them miserable. They can't sleep, they can't get comfortable, they can't find anybody who can figure out what it is. So I've gone to a muscle tester a few times. So what the logic and the science behind muscle testing is that each one of your cells in your body reacts to different things in the world, reacts to different people, to different chemicals, to different foods, to different air qualities, to different makeups, to different clothing and, fibers. Like, so to figure out what is best for you, you can do this muscle test thing. The best way to do it for yourself, and I always, for me, I always picture myself like in a grocery store picking up, like, I don't know, a loaf of bread or a box of tea or something like that. Like, is this good for me? And so the best way to do muscle testing is to face due north. It's just a magnetic pull kind of thing. So each one of your cells reacts to whatever you're focusing on. So if you pick up a loaf of white bread, which, Wonder Bread, we all know that that's not good for us. And you stand there, close your eyes for a second. You don't even have to close your eyes. If you get good at it, you could just do it and nobody even knows what you're doing. It could just take seconds. And then you feel if you're going to be pulled forward or backwards with that. Backwards means, oh, this isn't good for me because it's pulling away from that. Forwards means it's pulling it to you. So if you have like a supplement you're not sure about, you can do that. Hold it in your hand, stand up straight, close your eyes, and think about, is this good for me or not? And then let it either pull you back or push you into it. That is your cellular reaction. And so people that do muscle testing professionally who practice it, the one that I went to, she owns a supplement shop. So you go in there and you bring everything that you take, like your prescriptions, your supplements, if there's certain teas you drink every day or coffee or, something that you're taking to make your body better. And she has you hold a basket, like a wicker basket, with one hand with whatever it is in that hand, and you put the other arm out. I'm touching the wall now. I'll do it on this side. And then she pushes down on that and she tells you to resist. And so in your resistance, she figures out if your body is accepting or rejecting that item, that chemical, that supplement, that medicine, whatever it is. And so my thing is you can do that on your own just by holding on to that supplement. And are you being pulled towards it or away from it? And you just get into this relaxed state. Like I said, if you can face north, I think most of our cell phones have a compass on them. But if you can't, just actually holding the thing will pull you towards it or away from it. It's just a really good way to do it. So if you're having like major medical issues and you don't know what's wrong with you, you can try that with different foods and see if maybe there's a food that you're sensitive to that you're not aware of. Or you can go to a professional muscle tester who will go through your whole, like this lady, like starts with your head and goes, she'll like, if you're not sure what's wrong with you beyond the supplements, she'll go through your whole body and tell you what's wrong with you. Like she focused right in on my digestive system. And that's why I was going to her. She immediately, as soon as she put her fingers on my belly, she was like, okay, here we go. This is where the problem is. And then she gave me these supplements to take. And it wasn't like she was making $1 million. She charges $20 for the muscle testing, which I think is super reasonable. And I don't think you'll find it that inexpensive anywhere, but maybe here in Vancouver with her. And then she gives you samples. Like, she gave me samples of all this stuff. I think I walked away from there spending maybe, I want to say like $60, including the muscle test, because she gave me so many samples to try different things. So that's just a really cool way to figure out what your body is intuitively pulled towards or pulled away from. So just give it a try and see if it works. Like, do it with food. If you have like food allergies and you're not sure what you should be eating, hold that brick of cheese. Is that what you should be eating? Are you pulled towards it or away from it? Hold that egg, hold that steak. I don't hold that plate with the steak on it. So it's just a cool thing to use to figure out your intuitive, authentic, attract and deflect kind of things. And so the other thing is just your intuition. And how do you tap into your intuition? For me, it's in my gut. It's in my gut and it's in my head. Like, you have that feeling. I get to a stop sign at the end of our road, and if I'm going somewhere specific, I know which way I need to go. But if I'm just like, okay, I'm going to the store and I can go either way, I just stop for a second and go, which feels the best? And whichever feels the best, that's the way I go. And sometimes I even take the long way because it just feels better. So for me, that's just my intuition just guiding me, like, I should drive this way or I should drive that way. I read tarot cards. So sometimes I'm like, hey, I'm not sure how I should approach this. I'll just pull a card and go, okay, that's how I need to approach this. When you're asking for an answer like that and you dig into your intuition, you're going to get the answer. You're going to get the best answer. Go with your gut. That's where that comes from. Go with your gut. Your gut has an intuitive connection with the whole universe. So go with that. And just start thinking, feeling, and acting better. I hope this helps. I hope you enjoyed this video. I just felt kind of woo-woo and pulled towards doing that. I'm going to work on some tarot stuff today. I really want to start doing more readings. And, I keep fluctuating. I keep fluctuating between like hardcore grind, I'm going to do this, and just this relaxed state. And when I'm in this more relaxed state, that's where I pull more stuff into me. I attract more tarot readings. I attract more coaching people. I attract more just better books to read. This book that I was just reading described people, because I've never been like professionally diagnosed, but I am like ADD. I'm hyperactive, however you want to say it. Like, I have been since I was little. My life had a lot of chaos in it when I was young, and I thrived on that. We moved a lot, different schools, different friends, things kind of chaotic and not really stable. And I thrived on that. And now when my life gets too comfortable, like when my reselling business gets too methodical and routine, I start going, I don't want to do this anymore because I'm bored. And that's where the boredom comes in. And he described the people that can be like hardcore hustle, because I've always thought, well, there's something wrong with me. I'm an entrepreneur. I own my own business, but I can't have these days that are just the same every single day. I have routines. I have like morning routines and evening routines and, things like that I get into. But if it doesn't switch up every once in a while, it makes me crazy. And he described it as the hunter, who's the person that just goes out there, pulls the bow back and shoots the animal and goes and gets it. And it's like instant gratification. And then the gardener who plants the seed, waters it every day, waits months and months before they get it. And that made so much sense to me because I'm definitely the hunter. I want to go out there. I want to find the stuff for the other people. I want to like, hey, I got this great idea how you can turn your golf hobby into a career, or have you thought about that? Have you thought about eating like this instead of like this so you can, be healthier? And so that's why I love doing these videos, because I feel like I'm the hunter. I'm out there grabbing all these ideas and throwing them at you instead of like, okay, every day I'm going to do this thing. Like I had, when I was doing my videos like a month or so ago, and I was doing videos every day, I was doing, every day I had a certain thing that I talked about, which was great. But I get bored with that. Like I like just, like this morning, I just had like this epiphany. I'm going to talk about muscle testing because it's just this awesome, fascinating way to get in touch with what works best for you and your body. And each cell is intelligent and it will pull you towards it or pull you away from it. And so that's what I did. And so I'm in the space where I'm just, like I've said before, my goal this year is fun and ease. And I need to keep pulling myself back from that hustle and grind and just enjoy the process and enjoy what I'm doing, and know when I'm in that state, it works so much better for me. Things come to me so much faster than when I'm just like, today I'm going to do this many listings and I'm going to do this many, Tarot posts, and I'm going to do, and instead just going, I'm just going to do what feels good today and enjoy my day. Like that feels so much better. And I've built my life that I can do that. So I hope that you find a great way to build your life. It's a process, and I will change my mind a million times in the next couple months, and that's okay because that's what I do. So I hope you have a great day. Happy Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. We had nachos yesterday, so I took out, like you really want to know what I took out for dinner, but I'm going to tell you. I took out a London broil because I'm going to make burnt ends, because when we were done watching my daughter coach her volleyball team last night, we were walking out with her boyfriend, and he had talked about getting the smoker going because they were going to make burnt ends. And I'm like, ooh, I haven't made those in a while. So probably won't make them today because it won't be thawed out, but it'll be done tomorrow. So have a great day. Like you really wanted to know that. Sorry. Have a great day. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.